Hi there. This is episode 200, and I feel somewhat celebratory when I say this. 200 episodes. Wow, a lot of time that went into all this. So, here I am. And today I have a little bit of a different episode. I thank you up front for sticking it out and listening and hanging in there with me. It is special, it is different. It's nothing like you expect. As I sat down to prepare this episode 200, I found myself in a tough spot, and I want to share it with you. I want to be completely honest and also very vulnerable. Almost 200 episodes prepared and recorded and published, filled with content to help you feel better, become better, and be your best. Topics that cover our whole being, starting with our thoughts, our habits, both good and bad ones, the distractions that affect our life, on to our body and how we can keep it healthy, to our relationships and how to improve them. Tons of valuable content. Most of it from me, what I've learned during my time on this planet, and some of the research I've done on these topics because they fascinate me. So you would think I have it all down. I know what to do because otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it, right? Well, guess what? It's not so easy. And especially today, a normal day, where nothing really has happened that I could blame for on how I feel. But it's a feeling that I've carried for years and that comes through only rarely these days. But sometimes it does. Right now, as I'm sitting here and I'm writing this episode, I just spent an hour alone with this feeling instead of working on episode 200. And I finally decided this is episode 200. Probably the episode you least expected. But sometimes we have to do the unexpected. So I'm here by myself on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in my apartment, looking out onto Oakland. Birds chirping, people talking down below, cars driving by. A light breeze coming into my room as I open the balcony doors. And I feel alone. Not only alone, but somehow strangely left behind. After a day of giving, being with someone who really needed me, I was happy to come home, to have some quiet time. But now the quiet is drowning me. It's first and foremost a feeling. I feel alone. I feel nobody in this world cares. I feel I don't really matter. But as I sit here and think more about this feeling, I realize the feeling is preceded by thoughts. What thoughts? I'm thinking of several of my friends who are all away this weekend. Different places, different reasons, but all gone. Skiing, mountain climbing, wine country, Canada, beautiful places, amazing experiences, great memories, but not for me. I'm here, alone, and I feel left behind. Nobody has even texted me for hours, and this rarely happens. On the first warm spring weekend in Northern California, I am alone. No dinner plans, no Sunday plans, except the same old, boring stuff. This is what my thoughts are telling me. And as I begin to feel sad, lonely, and slightly depressed, more of them come. Suddenly, it's not just my weekend anymore that's lonely. It's been this way for years. And the more I think about it, my whole life has been this way. Always alone. While everyone has been out enjoying their life, I have been stuck inside, alone. Okay, so before you begin to seriously worry about me, I do want to tell you that I'm able to stop this thought train at some point. I wasn't always this skilled. I've shed many tears during hours of loneliness. But luckily today, I've found a point where the irrationality of my thoughts screams loudly at me and I can stop the train. But I cannot avoid them. And I wanted to show you how it happens to everyone. Not just you, not just me, but the best people out there. Think of Robin Williams. Our thoughts can speak louder than our actions. Amazing, isn't it? We always say that our actions speak louder than words. But our thoughts are so powerful, they can override everything, even the solid proof we have. Our actions, the things we've accomplished, our success, the results that we can demonstrate. Our thoughts can ignore it all and tell us something totally different, and we believe them. Just look at how I felt a minute ago. My feelings are the result of my thoughts. An incessant stream of negativity running down my body. From a slight whisper on the side as I go about my day, to a more louder voice as I stop to wonder from time to time, and eventually bringing me to a paralyzing stop where I find myself unable to move, pursue activities, or go on with my day. Slouching around in misery, feeling sorry for myself, losing valuable time and spending energy that was meant to go elsewhere. While I know this affects so many of us, right now, as I write this, I do hope you can somehow relate to this. Maybe for you it's not a feeling of loneliness, maybe something else. Not feeling loved, not feeling good enough, not feeling accepted. Somewhere these all seem similar to me right now. So what do? Well, as I'm sitting here writing these words on my screen, I'm slightly in control and I can look at it more objectively. But an hour ago, trust me, I was in the gutter, with a heaviness on my chest, a pressure on my heart, and a sadness behind my eyes. For a while, I am falling victim. I'm not yet skilled enough to catch it sooner. But eventually, when they multiply and want to tell me that my whole life was a mistake, I do stop and think, wait a minute, my whole life I've been alone? Is this really true? Is it true? No, it's not. Yes, I've been alone more often than others, maybe, but I've not suffered through the loneliness often. For most of it, I actually enjoyed it. I needed it, and sometimes I still do. So there is some truth to my thoughts, but it's not applicable to today, this moment right now. So what is true? Well, my friends are gone. That's a fact. But the fact doesn't need to create bad feelings inside, trying to mess up my day, because there are other facts in play that I also need to consider. I am alone, but I really wanted this. I could have made plans with other friends who are in town. I could have planned or booked something, but I didn't want to. I wanted this just the way I have it right now. A quiet Saturday in my quiet apartment, doors and windows open, letting air into my place and my heart, with time to breathe and to write. This is what I longed for last Sunday when I was in the mountains, working hard, skiing through freshly fallen powder, my legs tired for days. And the weekend before that, when I was up there with friends for a whole weekend, skiing, winning in blackjack, and having tons of fun. And earlier, when I was with a person I love dearly and that needs me. All these times, I was looking forward to this moment. So my life is not lonely. This moment is lonely. And it's good. It's what I wanted. So why are my thoughts trying to mess it up? Creating a sense of insecurity, fear, a feeling of you're not good enough. I don't know. I can't tell you why, and I don't care to analyze. I only care to set them straight. That's all that matters. Get them back in line with what it is I want to think. Bring all the facts into play, not just a few, and then skew them, twist them, and use them against me. That's not acceptable. Episode 200 was a real-time process of controlling my thoughts. Not planned this way, and not made up either to make for a good episode. It simply happened. And writing it all out helped me as well. Time has passed. The sun is setting, the birds have stopped chirping, the air is getting cooler. And slowly the pressure has come off my chest. I feel more normal again, and I have more clarity about my day today. I remembered that there were actually a few things that I really wanted to do on a quiet weekend like this. And now I do feel slightly more motivated to do them and to get them done. So my dear listeners, I didn't write this episode to bore you with my emotions, my tirades and depressed thoughts, but with you in mind. as my friends, whom I want to be close to and help. Hoping that next time you find yourself run by your thoughts, that maybe you remember this episode, remember me, and ask the same question I did. Is it really true? And ask twice, the second time more firmly, is it true? And then you gather the facts, all the facts, and separate them from the lies, the stuff that was added on, invented, and embellished by your thoughts for the simple reason to make you feel bad. I wish that you can find the facts, for they are what you really want. They are you. My free time today gave me this episode, gave me insight into the things I still have to work on. But this is what I wanted. Your thoughts, they often want other things. So stand your ground. Get back to what it is you are seeking. Find your truth and live your truth. And don't let anyone tell you to do, feel, or say something you don't want to. So I wrote this on Saturday. Today, as I'm recording it, it's Sunday. And let me tell you, I had a wonderful early morning walk with a friend, followed by an Easter brunch. Unexpected, unplanned, and simply good. So often we waste so much time with negative feelings, only to find out that they were for nothing. Don't make the same mistake as me. Enjoy your life, enjoy every day, and when thoughts come in that want to rob you of this enjoyment, question them, just like you question a person that is trying to tell you lies, and ask, is this true? Is it really true what you're telling me? So with that, my friends, I'm sending you out into the day, and the next 10 episodes I will be here for you with some of the best episodes from the last 100 episodes I recorded. So those will be repeat episodes, while I will have a little bit of time to catch up and create new content and be back with fresh episodes. But until then, I'm here for you as normal every day with some of the episodes that you may have missed or want to enjoy again. So until then, much love, and remember, feel free to always reach out to me with questions or feedback. I'll see you soon. Much love.